Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia and this is Lulu's Leaves.
I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood cause I'm trying hard to love.
Today is going to be an interesting video because your girl is rearranging her plant room once again. And I know it sounds kind of crazy considering I just moved here and we just set this plant room up and I just did a tour, but we did have to find a clothing solution. So we found a nice dresser that we wanted to have for our apartment, but it doesn't quite fit in our bedroom, so we're keeping it in our office. So I had to make lots of room for that, and that is why I have rearranged my plant room once again. It's also not guaranteed, but I am planning on getting a second Millsbo cabinet. I'm planning on getting the shorter one, like the wide and short one, for my birthday, so that is in the works too. I'm trying to set this up so if that does happen or when that does happen, it's going to be really easy to just shift things over and the whole room will be just fine. But yeah, there's definitely a lot going on. It's a little bit messy in here and I really just want to organize my new plant shelf here because while I have put some plants on there, it's really just to get them off my desk. So I really want to go through and organize them with you guys and just show you how I want to style that. My plant room is less stylish than my living room, so I go for a little bit more function in here rather than fashion. But hopefully that still interests you guys. I know I've been blabbing on for so long now, so before we do get into today's video, if you are not already subscribed, definitely click that button down below. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who commented an emoji on my second last video. I am overwhelmed. That was so awesome. If we could do that again, just pop an emoji down in the comments below. That helps me out so much. Also, if you want to give this video a thumbs up, that also helps me a ton. With that being said though, let's get straight on into the organizing and decorating of my plant room once again. All right guys, well to start off, the dresser that I just got is the Malum dresser from IKEA. It's the 6-drawer dresser and it's honestly gonna hold so much of our clothing, so I'm really excited. We've been kind of shoving all of our clothes in the closet for now and hiding a mess. So it's gonna be really nice to have some organization in here, but it also gives me a huge, I think it's almost, I don't even know. Let me check. All right, so I think that it's 5 feet because it's just a little bit shorter than me and I'm about 5'3". So yeah, I've got about 5 feet of room to work with here and to place my plants on. So obviously you can see I have some plants on here already, but I want to take everything off. This was very temporary and I'm going to put it all back on. So let's start with that. So before we get decorating, I do really want to look for a little tray for my big Gloriosum because I don't want it to be sitting on this rag on here, but I also don't want it to be sitting directly on here so I don't ruin it. So I'm gonna quickly look at the box of pots and trays that I have and see if I can find one that will fit this so that I don't get this all damaged. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a tray for the big Gloriosum, but I do want to mention that I am planning to repot this plant once again this spring. So it is going to be going into a white pot rather than a terracotta pot. I want most of the plants that are on here to be in white pots, so that's going to be a trend that you're seeing today. But just keep in mind that this is not going to be terracotta for long. So yeah, it's going to have to stay on this cloth for now, but later on I'm definitely going to have a tray for it when I switch it over to the white pot. So for now, I'm planning to put a few different plants in front of that just so I can kind of mask the fact that there's a rag here. So what I'm going to try to do is take some of these smaller Hoyas that I have in white pots and just place them kind of in a curve around that. So here I have my Hoya Hushkaliana pink that's gonna sit on there. This one is trailing, but I don't want it to get caught in the drawers, so I'm just going to kind of place that on the top here if possible. All right, there we go. I also have this unidentified Hoya that I think is a Hoya Jennifer. That's kind of the only answer that I've gotten that seems even close to it. So I'm thinking that this is just a lighter Hoya Jennifer that was grown in a greenhouse with a ton of light. So I'll put this guy on this side here. And then I have my Hoya Serpens. This is definitely one of my favorite Hoyas. I'm actually going to swap this out for the Hushkaliana. And yeah, I'm gonna swap this guy over to the side and then put this guy there. I also want to find a nice spot for this bad boy. This is my Philodendron Pastizanum. It is looking so nice. It's up to 4 leaves now and there's nothing really on the way yet, but you can see we're getting there. So I think I want to give this one as much sun as possible, and the window is that way. So I am going to put it just close to my cabinet over here. I think centered for now, we'll see. But I also did want to make this table kind of a spot for my Syngoniums. So I think my Syngoniums are gonna sit over here and kind of balance out the Pastizanum because they're a little bit taller too. So we're gonna put this bad boy, my Syngonium or my Albo Syngonium, on the side over here. I think that looks nice. They're both in white pots, so everything's looking nice and balanced. And then I also have my Syngonium 3 Kings here and my Syngonium Wendlandii. So these guys are going to hover over in this area too. I do have another one of these pots here that the Pastizanum is in from IKEA. So I think that I'm going to put that one in one of those. And then this will just stay in its clear pot in this little terrarium type thing. I think that'll still look okay. All right, I'm gonna go grab that pot. So this is the other pot here. And if you guys are interested, I think these guys are the Forenlig. Sorry, these names are kind of funky. This is a really cute pot and they're super simple. We'll see if this even fits, I don't know. It doesn't, so that's great. That one's probably just going to have to stay in the clear pot. Clear pots aren't the worst, they're not a different color, so it's not going to throw it off too much, but it would have been nice to have everything in white pots, and I might go out and get one for this. I might even have one, but I don't know if I want to switch that out yet. So we'll just keep working on this and see. One other plant that I actually did want to take out of my greenhouse cabinet and put up here is my Philodendron Ring of Fire. That plant is outgrowing the cabinet and I might find something else to put in there instead. Here is my Ring of Fire. This plant is my prized possession right now. I think it is so beautiful, but yeah, there's some new growth on the way. It's just looking so good. And I don't want to stunt the growth by shoving it up against the glass. I think that the leaves will probably end up getting damaged if I keep it in there for any longer. So I'm going to try to keep it up on here somewhere. I don't know if I want it right beside the same pot, which is a struggle. Does it matter? I don't think so. I think it's okay. So I'm gonna push this guy back into the corner there a little bit more. And this guy will stay up front like that. And then I also have this Hoya, what is this called? Whoa, Velosa Cow Dang. And This one is just going to sit beside the Gloriosum there. I have a dilemma. I also have my big Philodendron Glorious, which is pushing out some new growth here. And I do have a white pot for it, but I don't know if I want to put this in the cabinet. Like, if I were to kind of prop these leaves up, it would probably fit. I don't know, I think I'm gonna put it in the pot for now. It's just this pot here. And see where it fits. I feel like maybe I'm missing some decoration rather than more plants. And I do have a salt lamp somewhere around here. Oh, there. Yeah, I have this salt lamp here. And I think I'm just, oh, I don't know. I'm really on the fence now. I'm thinking, I think I actually might put some of my Syngoniums in my cabinet. I don't know. I think I want to keep mostly Hoyas up here and like a few Philodendrons, but I feel like I've been wanting to put my Syngoniums in the cabinet for a little bit now. So I might, you know? I might just put these two and keep the elbow out here, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on the top here, and then I'll make my decisions based on what I'm gonna put in my cabinet a little bit later. So I'm just putting my Hoya Chelsea there. Also my Hoya Potsii Splash. We'll just go back here. I don't know if I love this pot. This is a tough one. So I think I'm gonna put my Hoya Mathilde in this clear pot on here also. And then I'll just kind of move things around during the week as things, I don't know, as I change my mind, because you know that happens. But maybe I want to add a little bit more up front here. Maybe another clear pot. I've got my Philodendron Tenue that can go there. Yeah, okay, I think I like the way that's looking. There's definitely some room to move things around, and there's still a little bit of space. I might make it less cluttered, I might make it more cluttered, but I think I just have to live with it for a little bit now. I'm gonna plug my cabinet in so you guys can see with the lights on, but I'm gonna have to put some new plants in there. All right, so obviously we have gotten rid of some plants that were originally in here. So it means I have to add a few back, or I don't have to, but I'd like to. I'm gonna remove this Hoya for now. This might actually sit out here, but I am going to put my Syngonium 3 Kings in here. And also my Syngonium Wendlandii. Okay, yeah, they look cute in there. And then I also have this little Mandula Pothos that I think I'm gonna put in this little cup. Okay, that's super cute. Just in one of those guys. And then I'm gonna lower it a little bit because I know this won't want that much sun or that much grow light action. And then I'm gonna add in another shelf that I have. So I've got another one of these that I'll put in. Yeah, so I'm gonna move these Hoyas up to the top shelf because they can definitely handle that. And also my variegated Christmas cactus there. Does that fit? Ooh, nice. That fits there. I think I'm actually gonna snag my Serpens from the table and just give it its best life in the cabinet because I don't think it's gonna be as happy out in the open. So we'll put this one right there. And then I'm also gonna put this Epipremnum pinnatum variegata back in there on that shelf too. And I'm gonna swap these two. Yeah, that's much better. All right, I think that that's good. Okay, I also can't help but show you my new El Chaco leaf. It is ripped, but look how beautiful it still is. It's so big too, compared to the last leaf here. Like it's definitely quite a bit bigger. You can see it starting to just get that more mature texture too. Oh my God, it's so velvety and beautiful. It's really unfortunate that it did rip, but I mean, the plant is still progressing really nicely, which is what you like to see. It'll put out new leaves and you won't even notice that eventually it'll be covered. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about this El Choco. All right guys, well, that is going to be pretty much it for redecorating my plant room. I'll keep you guys updated what I end up moving around eventually, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. I actually like having a little bit less furniture in here, or just more solid pieces rather than lots of different pieces. So that makes me a little bit happy. It feels a little bit less cluttered in here. It's a plant room though. What do you expect? You can't expect too much. So that is going to be all for this video. I really hope that you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave an emoji down below or a comment, whatever suits you. And if you could give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, that also helps me out a ton. But that's going to be all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!